Top story this evening, and it is such a heartbreaking shocker which has come to light. I mean, it is ghastly. It sends a chill down your spine when you see those visuals, such ghastly visuals that we can't even play those out for you. What the story of this young girl who is no longer with us. Death in the most brutal fashion at the hands of her stalker. Horror in full public view, and once again raises the question, what kind of society are we? Are we a country of cowards? A young girl is pinned down, her throat slit. People watch, onlookers make videos. No one dares to come forward. This absolutely crazy person, the stalker of that girl, sits on her body, speaks, keeps stabbing her. And then even then, nobody comes to her help. What kind of a society have we become? Let me bring you details of this. This is a horrifying act of violence which has exposed the deep cracks of public safety and hospital security in Madhya Pradesh. It has also once again put all of us as human beings, as a country, as a society, under a big question mark. On June 27th, inside the government hospital of Narsinghpur, a 19-year-old girl, Sandhya Chaudhary, a class 12th student, was brutally murdered in full public view by a man obsessed with her. This is absolutely shocking, it's fearful, but what is more, in fact, I'm out of adjectives, that no one, there were hundreds of people, nobody intervened. The chilling footage which has surfaced on Monday shows the accused, Abhishek, slitting the girl's throat as bystanders, including the hospital staff, all standing frozen, doing nothing. Nobody is making even a peep. Some even walk past this girl as she bled to death on the hospital floor. Nothing can be more shocking than this. Anurag, my colleague, joins us at this moment on this story. I beg your pardon, Anurag. What kind of people are we is the big question. Yes, the government should be questioned about the security in the hospitals. When it happened in Kolkata, the BJP was up in arms at RG Kar when the murder took place and the rape took place. What is the reaction of the government on this? And, what are the hospital staff saying about it?
Yes, Ankit, it was a complete collapse of the security there inside the government hospital in Narsinghpur, and 8 out of 11 terrified patients admitted in the trauma center. They left, they took discharge same day, and there were around 14 security guards who were posted inside the hospital premises, too, just outside the trauma center, but none stopped the attacker. And I just wanted to give you one update that the attacker, Abhishek Koshti, now surrendered before the police, and he is in jail now. So this was the update, this girl, 19-year-old Sandhya Chaudhary, she just cleared class 12th and she was doing some certificate course from that government hospital in Narsinghpur, and she informed her parents that she had some work and she also wanted to meet one of her friend's family member who was admitted in the trauma ward of the government hospital there in Narsinghpur. And the attacker, Abhishek Koshti, was waiting inside the hospital premises. When she went inside, again he waited for her to come outside of the trauma ward, and when she came outside just in front of the emergency ward number 22, they started arguing, and just in 5 to 10 minutes he attacked Sandhya Chaudhary with a sharp edge weapon. He stabbed her and she collapsed there only, and then he fled. But a doctor started filming the entire incident, but nobody came forward to stop the attacker.
If these are the incidents that will, in fact, force people to think, are we a society of fearful, cowardly, dead people, that a young life is being taken in the most horrific manner and nobody, in fact, raises their finger or their voice. Thank you so much, Anurag, for joining me at this moment. But this is not the first case. It looks like we have hit a pandemic as far as stalking is concerned. It has been something which has been normalized in this country. Let me just bring you up to speed with some more cases as far as stalkers, those who have crossed the limit, and it has turned brutal. A stalker strangulates and pushes a 19-year-old girl off the 5th floor. This happened in Delhi in just June 2025. This is not the only case, as I said. May 2025, Jabalpur, once again in Madhya Pradesh, a 32-year-old woman stabbed to death by a man who was stalking her for a very long time. February 2024 in Telangana, 21-year-old girl was stabbed to death by her stalker. Nobody intervened. October 2024, a 30-year-old woman stabbed 24 times by a man obsessed with her. This is absolutely shocking. It should, in fact, completely wring us out. It should be the one that should be shaking us off. There's some sort of a slumber that we see. Nobody makes any noise as far as this stalking menace is concerned. We don't take it seriously till the time these kind of cases come out. Stalking is a pandemic in this country, and let me show you by the numbers. In fact, the NCRB data, the cases of stalking which are on the rise in this country. One case is reported every hour in this country of a girl, of a person being stalked by somebody. In 2021, 9,000. So before that, let me tell you, 25 cases being reported every single day. So more than one case, in fact, in 24 hours. 2021, 9,285 cases have been reported of stalking across the country. In 2021, 4,890 cases pending from the previous year. Underreporting, low conviction, this remains the norm as far as these cases are concerned. Mostly people will tell a girl, it's all right, he will go away. It's just a short period of time. You don't give them the confidence to come out and speak to you about it. And then even if she does, look at the conviction rate. Look at the way the police behaves. 2013 criminal amendment says that stalking is added to criminal laws. Mumbai, the film city, the spirit of Mumbai that people keep talking about, has the highest number of victims as far as the stalking is concerned, as per the data. 444 cases. Delhi is not far behind, 268 cases. Hyderabad, 160 cases. Cities account for about 2.4% of all stalking cases, these three cities, in fact, across the country. And why I'm saying that we have become a country of cowards, ladies and gentlemen, because just take a look at some instances. In Pune, in January 2025, a woman is stabbed by a colleague in a parking lot. Onlookers stood there filming. Take your phone out and film everything. That's the only, go viral, get some views. That's all that we are worried about. In May 2023, in Delhi, a 16-year-old was stabbed 20 times by her so-called boyfriend in a crowded lane. Nobody came to her rescue. Uttar Pradesh, September 2022, gang rape survivor walks naked, bleeding for 2 kilometers. This will put any society to shame, but people were busy making videos. No shame in them. In Karnataka, April 2022, a girl is stripped, assaulted as villagers look on. Tamasha, full tamasha. Videos then are shared on social media. In Gujarat, July 2021, a girl is paraded naked in front of villagers by her husband for eloping, because the woman apparently is his property. The video goes viral. People are seeing snickering, smiling, laughing, shooting it. Nobody comes to intervene. Bystanders don't come out in these cases. Why don't they come out in these cases? Fear of being attacked by the aggressor. There are so many times when you even raise your voice, throw a stone, and people get put off. They, in fact, are not able to go through with the crime. And you are in numbers. There are so many people standing. reluctance to get involved in legal and police procedures. That becomes a big hassle. I think that is something that has to be some confidence in the police, with the police, that if you come out, you are not going to be persecuted. Low confidence in witness protection laws in this country. Fear of retribution by the accuser also, as far as the reporting for these crimes is concerned, is one of the reasons that experts in fact speak about. But let me still tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, your conscience will never, forgive you if something, because just imagine, God forbids, if somebody from your family is in this situation, won't you want somebody to intervene? And if you don't do that for somebody else, how do you expect the society to give you anything back in return? Dr. Nisha is joining me at this moment, activist, educationalist. Thank you so much, ma'am, for speaking to us. I just have two questions for you. Number one, are we as a society sort of immune to this whole stalking syndrome or the culture? Have we expected this as a culture, that people in fact go on, and every day we see these kind of cases coming out from one place or the other? Be it our movies, be it our pop culture, stalking a woman, if she says no for the first time, it's all right to follow her. It has become a norm. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I was just asking you, how as a society have we become so immune to such cases like stalking?
Well, it is indeed very disturbing to know that, as progressive as civilization happens, the violence has to come down. But now today, looking into all these instances, we can see that there is normalization of violence in our country, India. And now, when you say that, the term called as the country of cowards. So India is a country which also showcases a lot of bravery acts as a whole. But such kind of disturbing events shows that, are we really a country of cowards? And now this might be an unfair blanket label for the entire nation, I would say. But it again reflects a frustration with the status quo, especially in such kind of cases where people witness violence, such brutal acts, and they choose not to act. What has happened to this particular female is again very disturbing. And again, adding up to what you said previously also, the history of stalkings or the kind of cases that has happened before is again not ending. In spite of multiple attempts, multiple systematic structures that we have in our country, India also, why is this happening? So now this clearly showcases a systematic failure. That is, India's failures aren't only societal or social, but they are institutional in nature, I would say. Many a times, if you see, the police are often under-resourced, or they are even corrupt, I would say, because the judicial system is backlogged in such kind of cases. And there are 1,000 cases of stalking, of harassments and abuse that never make it even to the court. And now people are afraid to get involved in such kind of thing out of the fear that they do not want to interfere in such kind of activities. Now, what was more disturbing for me is, I would say that India doesn't need, new laws. It just needs enforcements. If you see, we have 376, 354 and 506. If they are just ink on paper is what such kind of instances are actually making us to think. Right. In spite of having, in spite of already having anti-stalking laws and protections in our country, why is this happening? Where have the fear for the public gone? And this is just not one instance where a man has stabbed a woman to death, but rather this shows the society's behavior, the very urgent need for institutional reform. Because here, along with the brutal or the heinous or the barbaric act that has happened, it also showcases or throws light on the institutional silence, which is again the criminal complicity, I would say. See, if the staff,
right,
the security and everybody is standing quietly, not doing anything, rather filming what is happening.
Yes.
What is happening? And now again, a point to be noted here is that in such kind of situations,
what you are saying, I think it's also time for us to, many countries have done that. We'll have to, in fact, as a country, think about it once again. If there are bystanders who do not intervene, is it time to introduce some tough laws for those bystanders as well? If you are standing there, not doing anything, not even raising a finger, is it time to, in fact, take some action against such people as well? Because this emboldens others to jump in, because they know that as a society, nobody is going to come and raise a finger if they want to make takes action like this. Thank you so much, Dr. Nisha, for joining us at this moment.